Guram Kutateladze is confident that Khamzat Chimaev will become UFC champion and believes Donald Trump's presidency could help the Chechen fighter compete in the U.S. Kutateladze confident in Chimaev's UFC championship aspirations. Guram Kutateladze, a UFC lightweight and longtime friend of Khamzat Chimaev, is certain that Chimaev will soon become UFC champion. Following his dominant win at UFC 308, Chimaev has positioned himself as the clear next title challenger. However, one question remains: will Chimaev be able to fight in the U.S.? Due to his connections to Ramzan Kadyrov, the Chechen leader sanctioned by the U.S. government, there have been concerns about Chimaev's visa status. Kutateladze, however, believes that with Donald Trump back in office, Chimaev should have no issues competing in the United States. Chimaev's dominance in the octagon. Khamzat Chimaev remains undefeated as a professional MMA fighter, boasting a 14-0 record, with 8 wins in the UFC. The Swedish Chechen phenom has finished 6 of those fights, showcasing his elite grappling and relentless pace. At UFC 308, Chimaev secured a first-round submission victory over former middleweight champion Robert Whittaker, making him the first man ever to make Whittaker tap in the UFC. This dominant performance solidified Chimaev's position as one of the top middleweights in the world. Is Chimaev next for the title? After UFC 308, many expected Chimaev to fight for the middleweight title immediately. However, the UFC booked a rematch between Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland for UFC 312, where du Plessis retained his belt. Now, all signs point to Chimaev being the next title challenger. Kutateladze is confident that the UFC has no other choice. They have no other choice but to make that fight between du Plessis and Khamzat. While an official fight announcement has yet to be made, UFC President Dana White has hinted that Chimaev is next in line. The Chechen fighter has also expressed his desire to claim the belt in 2025 and begin a dominant reign. U.S. visa issues. Can Chimaev fight in America? A major talking point in Chimaev's career has been whether he can compete in the U.S. Due to his association with Ramzan Kadyrov, reports have suggested that Chimaev may struggle to obtain a visa. However, Chimaev himself has denied these claims, stating that his absence from U.S. events was due to personal health issues rather than visa complications. "I've been in the U.S. and can come to the U.S., but a lot of things happened in my life with being sick and surgeries." Kutateladze believes that Donald Trump's presidency could make things easier for Chimaev and other Russian-affiliated fighters. He stated, "Trump became president, and it's good for UFC and all UFC fighters. It's not a secret." This aligns with Dana White's recent statements, where he expressed confidence that Chimaev will be able to fight in the U.S. He'll get in the United States. "I'm very confident that we can get him into the country." Chimaev's plans for 2025. Looking ahead, Chimaev has set ambitious goals. He aims to challenge du Plessis for the middleweight title by mid-2025 and hopes to defend the belt later in the year, possibly in Abu Dhabi. "In 2025 I will take this belt inshallah, and no one can stop it." How will Chimaev vs. du Plessis play out? With Chimaev's grappling dominance and du Plessis' powerful striking, their potential title fight promises to be an intriguing clash of styles. Kutateladze believes Chimaev will overwhelm du Plessis, just as he has done with past opponents. What do you think? Will Khamzat Chimaev become UFC middleweight champion in 2025? How many title defenses do you think he will achieve?